Good morning. Welcome to day 5. We're here at the Jeffers Brook shelter. We've got camp mostly broken down. Gonna finish this coffee, go use the privy, and then head out. First night of not great sleep. It was just so warm. I even had the vestibule door open. I only had one door open because I figured if someone came to the shelter, at least in my mind, it cuts down on the noise. But I'm the only one here tonight, or I was the only one here last night, I should say. So it's just not cooling down enough overnight quite yet. It's great during the day because it can just hike in a t-shirt and shorts. I mean, I was planning on already being in like long pants and having this blue layer on most of the trip, and that has not been the case. The one thing that has been the case, and I wasn't in New Hampshire all summer, we were out west, and at the tail end of my diaritissima from mid-May to mid-June, the last couple of weeks was almost constant rain. And then when I had Wi-Fi or cell service out west, I would see reports here and there when I had a minute to hop on social media. Uh-oh, there's an animal. Hold on. What is that? I just saw something run by. Hey, bear. Hey, bear. That was a small bear running at full speed down the trail, I think. And it was heading southbound, and I just wanted to let the bear know I was here. So you heard me. I don't know if it'll show up on the video. Maybe I can enhance it, but yeah, I'd say that was like a juvenile black bear. So that's fun. I was wondering if I see a bear out here, so I wonder where that bear is going to go now. So that's that. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, the mud. So yeah, either hopping on like an AT page or a 4K group in New Hampshire. Just obviously really bad. The rain continued for a good chunk of the summer, I guess. I guess it was an unusually high amount of rain. And I'm still seeing the effects of that on the trails with just really muddy trail, especially like near any road crossing, and there's been a bunch of them. I say like a mile to a mile and a half on either side of the road crossing. Just lots of mud. So my shoes and socks are pretty muddy at the end of every day, and that's just been the way this trip's been going. So other than that, so far the trails have been really nice. Looking forward to getting to Moosilauke today, and just going to keep my eye out for this bear. I feel like I'm probably going to pack everything up now and take it over to the privy just so the bear isn't rooting around in my backpack. I mean, the privy is literally, I can see it through the trees. It's 40 feet away, but it's enough. If I'm in the privy, and if I'm only in there for less than a minute, that's plenty of time for a smart bear to attack my pack. So we're not going to have that this morning. So I'm kind of glad I saw it, because otherwise I probably would have just left it here. So that is the update. A little excitement on day 5. It's Tuesday, October 2nd, 2023, and we'll check in later. Well, some real craftsmanship went into this one. It even has a ramp, and it's spacious, but still gives you privacy. Yeah, 10 out of 10. Day 5 update. It's about 10:30. We've been going about 3 hours with just a couple quick breaks. Only getting about a mile an hour in right now. Whew, steep climbing, but we're getting close to the junction for the south peak of Moosilauke, so about another mile to the moose. That's where we're headed. What's up? Monday, October 2nd, day 5. Made it to the summit of Moosilauke. And it's one of those rare days where the wind isn't trying to knock you around everywhere up here because it's just a big dome. So the views are great, but usually it's super windy. So it's a rare treat up here. Looks like Saturday is going to be heavy rain, so I got to figure that out. But otherwise, nice weather until Friday night and then all day Saturday. So that's the update. Gonna take a little break here, air out the feet, and then march on down Beaver Brook. All right, we made it down the other side of the moose. We're here at this water crossing. Yeah, that up and down really took a lot out of me. I was debating to just stay here, but I feel like I got a little more in me. And looking up far out, there's a dry camp spot about 3/4 of a mile on the other side of the notch. So I'll get some of the climbing back up out of the way. And it's still like 2:15, so I still have like another hour of hiking to put me at 8 hours for the day. So I'm definitely not doing 1.5 miles per hour today, that's for sure. A lot closer to 1 mile an hour, but that's fine. So I'm gonna load up on water here, fill up the smart water bottles, top off my hydration bladder, and then take that very heavy pack back up the other side of the notch for a bit, not too far, a little under a mile. That's the plan. We'll check in later. day 5 update. So based on some intel and just keep my eyes open, I am on, I guess it's an abandoned trail, or it's a trail that's not used anymore. It's called the Dilly Trail, D-I-L-L-Y. And when you look, at least in that geomap, it goes for a little bit. I just went down the trail a bit, and then it just stops in the middle of nowhere. But anyway, and it's blocked off from the AT with branches, and there's no markings. There's no trail signage. There are some old blue blazes on some of the trees. That's really and you can still kind of make out the path for the most part, but not really sure what's going on here with the Dilly Trail. And there was something on the Nat Geo map about it only being open a certain time of the year. Yeah, very, very curious. Right, so here's like the blaze, right? An old blue blaze, and then there's one on this tree. Just an old blue blaze. And does it keep going down? Who knows? According to the map, it just stops. But there's a flat enough spot here. I'm right, it's almost 3:30. I'm right at about 8 hours of hiking with just like a 20-minute break on Moosilauke and a couple quick pack breaks. So my feet are asking me to stop for the day. So I'm gonna listen to them. Get camp set up. Had to lug up a bunch of water, so it's good to stop after about a mile of doing that. And it's a very steep climb. If you've come up from Kinsman Notch, you know. So yeah, met a nice couple from somewhere in New York who sound like they were spending the week out here, which is cool. But I saw them coming down, and they looked like they were just day hiking, and we got to chatting, and I guess the wife or the girlfriend picked out a bunch of different day hikes to do while they're here, which is cool. And they decided for their first ever AT hike, they just did the section that goes from Kinsman Notch up to this abandoned trail, and then they turned around. So they certainly got a very steep section of trail on their under their belts. And they were heading to the Woodstock Brewery for a beer, which sounds really good right now. But not for me, no beer for me for a while. That's the update. Saw a few day hikers going up Beaver Brook as I was coming down, and that was about it. So we will check in later. It's been a gorgeous day weather-wise, almost no wind, and rain coming, looks like all day Saturday. So can't wait for tomorrow to see what Sunday's weather is going to be. But we'll see when we get there, I suppose.